Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Factorio, and we're playing the scenario Diggy. It's episode 6 here in the series, and we're going to start with a really quick note here, and then I'll bring it up right at the end. But if you want this series to continue, be sure to hit that like button and be sure to leave a comment below. Reason for that, viewership has actually been really low. It is understandable. Factorio is not a new game at all. It's been out for a long time, and it is a relatively unknown scenario, as most people look through mods, and of course it's not found in that area. So there isn't a reason to have a large audience without people kind of stumbling across it at this point. So as a result, low numbers is leading me to feel like maybe it's time to move on. And if that is the case, well, I know what I'll move on to, know what I'm thinking about moving on to, but if you don't want that to be the case, you need to let me know. So be sure, again, hit that like button. Leave a comment below that says you would love to have this series continue, because I'm just getting started. I mean, we're still very early in this campaign, and there is a ton to do, and I certainly don't want to stop. I mean, we are only level 6 right now, and we're just getting our production going. And you can see actually here, from the little bit of work that I did off camera, we opened up this pocket here, and then we just opened up this pocket as well as we continue to grow and expand into this area. With a couple turrets supporting me, it's been pretty easy going. The only thing is walls, always a shortage, as our production has been, well, relatively minimal up till this point. So trying to remedy that, and that's the whole point of digging this area out right now. And I think we're nearly to that point where we can start laying down the groundwork and then really see what exactly is the space that I'll need to complete this project. Project right now that we're working on, if you didn't catch from the last episode, is we are setting up our smelting, but it's such a large area necessary, and it is very different from a normal series, as you have all of these pillars necessary to hold up the walls, and that changes everything. Okay, now let's start taking a look. We have set up already our copper line, and this is going to be kind of the first one in the line. And we do have the coal set up on it. So you're going to be turning this way. And then we'll pretty much start, I think, right about here. That should be enough area to get things organized and set up. Okay, so we'll start with that. Now the reason why I'm going down the middle, you'll see here in a moment, it's going to work much cleaner in terms of our objective, and I need some stone furnaces. And it looks like I need to put them back on the line for a little bit at least. Let's go ahead and add those here. There we go. And if we're starting from there, go like this. this? 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, how much further back to go? Do we start with 6? Do I go to a traditional... Well, 8's not even a clean number. Not very well, anyway. Okay, maybe we start with 6. Wow, I am lacking pretty much everything I need. That's what happens when you don't have any crafting set up. You don't even have your smelting set up. I mean, this is what we've been relying on for quite a while here, is literally just this tiny little network right here. Alright, how are we looking now? Ooh, okay, yes, I can't change this. Go like that. This one came out backwards. And you can see from here, by putting one row down the middle, I can actually line these up in a row instead of having to scatter them, because otherwise you could only fit one in between each row. The first time I did this, that was our initial look. We're going to have to dig this out a bit further. And we're going to have to put that gun turret back down before we do any more digging. There you go. That's how she's going to look. That's what we're going to produce for now. We'll start with these 6x6s. So essentially we are just about deep enough. I need to get this row cleared down through here. But that's just one portion of the production. We're going to need iron twice. As in, we're going to need one for just the iron plating, and then we're going to need one for steel plating. So we're going to have to do a double dose. And then we're going to need one for steel as well, so it's for stone. So it takes up a lot of space that we do not have. A lot of space that we have to fight tooth and nail for every inch of. Now we can at least put some power in here. Fortunate thing is with this setup it's more power pulls, but everything else works. This is the one area that kind of works out nicely for that. Could use that one to connect things up. Hey, we have power. Not much coal's made it in though. As you can see, that's only a single one, so we are very much lacking in coal. But of course, now that I actually do have some, I could technically just split this off and start running some of it. As these guys are all backed up here. But none of them are empty. Let me do that. I don't have any splitters. Let's go ahead and make some. coal and stone. I have so much iron already. It'll be nice to move on from that. Alright, that'll bring some of this down here at least to start. How's our fuel load? Not much left. Throw another 100 in there, and we move on. So now, I picked up that gun turret. Let's figure out where to put this gun turret back down. How about right there is good. Now, one of the only unfortunate things about what we picked up here is it looks like this iron just keeps going right on through here, but it's fine. There's plenty of iron. It's a long vein. Real deal. Maybe eventually we'll dig it up and then take care of it. Do I have... yeah. Oh, hello! That is a lot in a very small pocket. I would not call this mass production yet, but it is production. Of course, it's just the smelting, so, I mean, this isn't even machinery of any kind yet, it's just smelting, but gotta start somewhere. And again, that is the beauty of this scenario. How it alters the game pace so much. Oh wait. Don't trick me like that. Hinting about collapse. You have no reason for that. Where area is well covered. Alright, that one's already there. Alright, that should be just about enough. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring this together out here a little bit, because I still want some room to deal with that. And you'll see why later, if the series continues, of course. But there we go. There is our first line of, well, just copper at this point. But right away, you'll also see how this works neatly with, we can put the next one right here. So then you can put your outgoing here. And we definitely need some more furnaces. Quite a bit more. There you go. There's 6 right there. 6 on the other side. Wow, that is only our second line. We're already pretty much down to the edge of the space that we cleared. So it's gonna take a bit more. It is definitely gonna take a bit more than this. That is all the plating we have. It's actually the copper that we're out of, ironically. There you go. There. Alright, well at least we'll get our first line of iron and copper done here in this next little bit. That'll make a really big difference for us. Move this gun turret to a more secure location. There you go. And put this one on this side. Let's make this a little more secure here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. There you go. Oi. It's not trying to dig up iron myself. There you go. Alright, so just about done with this second line, and this really should start making a big impact for us, having this cleared out. These are obviously the 2 main ones we need right now. The only problem is once that stone backs up, things are going to stop moving real quick. But this will at least put us over that hump. Now I will need some sort of output into a box for now, as we are far, far away from actually having a bus of any kind. So we'll drop a box here, and I guess we'll put one right there. Okay, that'll fit right there. This one can fit here. Alright, now we gotta light these puppies up. Alright, that's all connected up. Now that last piece being that, and we don't have enough of those. And we'll also need to bring in actually, why don't we just do it right there? Okay, it's not much right now, but technically our iron and copper lines are all hooked up and ready to roll. What we're lacking now, though, is the coal, and there is some there, so we can quit this. Okay, combining those lines down. Now, our problem at the moment is none of the coal is getting through. Because of the copper, so we're going to make a box of copper here somewhere. Take care of the current backup. There we go. Now the coal's starting to come through a little bit. And look at that. We are producing copper. We are producing iron. And that already is enough to pick up those three at least. We'll keep the stone one around for a little longer, as I don't have anything set up on that just yet, but making progress. So maybe we skip. How are we going to do that? I don't have. Wait, do I have landfill? Did I research landfill? I don't think I did. Boy, I haven't been over here in a while. Hello there. Hello. Landfill. Oh. You use 50 greens, and we have no green. I could do them by hand, technically, but so that's going to leave me dead in the water a little bit on what to do from here. Power consumption, how are we looking? Oh yeah, we're barely touching everything. That's one nice thing. You don't need a ton of power for what we're doing, at least not initially. Alright, here's the plan. We're just going to start it right out here. Instead of this row, we'll start this row. Might as well. It's a minor change. It's not very aesthetically pleasing, but we'll live. If the walls don't come crashing down. And if we don't get eaten alive along the way either. Now, I still need steel production as well, and I don't have that at the moment. I definitely don't have the space for that either. But stone's going to be a big one, so. Especially for the sake of these walls. Take away the excess, fill that puppy up. Do have some coal making its way in, it's just not a lot. So it's slowing production down a lot. The stone's not backed up yet. Not even close. This is the line where we're going to want to hit. So I suppose we can just turn it there. And the coal's going to have to come and meet it as well. And then we start here instead. But I need more walls. 5, not quite enough. It'll be nice to not have to hang on to the iron and coal anymore. Help keep our inventory clear. You do not have a ton of range. I should get you moved into a better spot here. That's a bit light on the ammo. So regardless of how this game ends up doing in the end, whether I have to cut this playthrough short or not, I know that I'm going to continue playing it because I enjoy it. So that much is a given. But as for the channel itself, things have actually been going really, really good lately. I've done quite a few changes here in the last few weeks as it was summertime. It was time to refresh. I've been spending all my effort on, besides keeping the channel going, all my effort was going to my business that I just opened up with my wife, and was taking up all my time. It still is, but things have settled down enough with that where I was able to find additional time, squeeze that out, and dedicate it back to the channel again. So for the last few weeks, I've had 6 new series, and that's out of 10. So that is quite the changeover. But of those 6, this is the only one that has not shown signs of doing well, just in terms of viewership. Haven't had any comments up till now. So again, if you would... Ooh, hello, hello. We've got some big boys. They are growing in number. Quite a bit here. Anyway, so this is that one series that just hasn't done well. The other ones have actually done extremely well, and the channel has grown quite a bit over these last few weeks. In fact, this has been the best few weeks in the history of the channel. So thank you to the support, whether you've watched the other series or not. If you are watching this series and haven't seen any of my other series, please do check those out. Because, like I said, at this point it appears that this will be the final episode for this series. I don't think I've exceeded 10 views, even all the way back to episode 1. So with numbers like that, what's the point of keeping it going? Especially when I'm getting thousands of views on other videos, or at least hundreds of views on most of my videos, and they are helping the channel to grow. And yes, I do care about growing the channel. I would like to see the channel grow. So again, if you're here, if you're watching, if you're listening, thank you very much. I appreciate your attentiveness, but I do think I'm prepared to move on to another series. The series that will be replacing this, again, unless a sudden public outcry makes me change my mind, is going to be actually another Pro Cycling Manager one. That is my main game. That is the one that I have found the most success with, and ultimately the most enjoyment with. So close. Again, with the extra... Ooh, you don't like that, huh? Okay. Well then, fine. Here's what we'll do. The series replacing this, Pro Cycling Manager, I have a few series for that already, but I've been looking to add a Pro Cyclist, which I already have one of those series, but it's as your traditional stage racer, which is kind of your main role regarding that. What I'm looking to add in, and I made a mistake here because we need to have... Let's see, do we want a splitter? Splitter this way because we're going to need to bypass that lake. Let's see. I would like to do something different than how this looks right now. Like that. That's good. All right. Well, we're only halfway through this one, but should have it up and rolling here in a moment. That actually would be enough for now, as there's far less stone coming through. Alright, so the iron's got us all backed up now. Oops. You're not supposed to be taking the coal. I'm gonna do it before they combine. Back here. Pull off that extra iron to keep things moving. Now, eventually, what I will do is, I'm actually, and that's why I still have this extra one, I'm going to have a system where the extras are returned back to the line. And the reason for that is it's going to keep the line moving, because you see that with all this combination and then separation, everything's reliant upon everything else. And so you end up with this major blockage in the progress as we're not able to pull anything else off the line. And actually, there's so much iron there that it's put a near dead stop to what we're doing. Now, we can't even smelt it because we don't have the coal coming through. So why don't we just take some coal and do a little of this manually first off. Get some of that in there. And then, how about we go to the end of the line. Let's put this on the... There. Okay, that should help things move along a little bit better. But there you go. There's the basics of our smelting. So from here, of course, other than finishing off the rest of the stone and then putting in another line for first iron and then steel conversion, and then bringing all that together somewhere around here and running east with a bus where we can actually start production. So that's the next big phase, is getting the production going. So we now have a decent smelting line. It's nothing fancy, and it's not what you would do in a normal playthrough. It's not even to that extent, but it's a massive upgrade from where we've been manually inserting to just 4 stone furnaces for the longest time. So it's a big upgrade from that. But that's the thing about this Diggy scenario, is you've got to fight, you've got to work for every inch of the way. None of it comes easy. And I really like that, and I really enjoy that about this playthrough. But that's going to do it for this episode, and likely this series. Again, last chance. Drop a like, leave a comment that says you'd like to see this continue. If there's enough, even if it's a small group, but if there's enough of you that really step up and say, hey, I really like this, I'd love to see some more of it, then I will keep it going. Otherwise, that's going to be it for this one, and I'll see you with the Pro Cycling Manager 2019 Pro Cyclist Mode Cobbles Classics Rider. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Bye for now.